Well, everybody, we made it through our first week together. Today is Friday. Happy Friday. And I just wanted to let you know that by now most of the parents have read the letter from the district. Starting March 16th is when teachers should be starting some form of instruction. I personally don't know what it's going to look like yet. I know they've been working really hard on this though, so I'm looking forward to seeing what that means for kids. I'm going to continue to do this as long as I can, as long as I can come up with ideas, and I hope you enjoy the videos that we're producing. So just look forward to something coming from your teachers on the 16th. Maybe a video like this, maybe something different. I'm really just not sure. Now kids, this is the letter of the week. This is our last day for the letter E. So today we are going to make our very best E because we want to keep these. If you have some index cards, we're going to be using these every Friday. If you don't, a small piece of paper will do just fine. I like the index cards because they're a little more sturdy. So I figure first we're going to practice our letter E. First we're going to practice our letter E on paper, and then we're going to do it on our index card. Moms, dads, celebrate this. Keep it. You know, it's some, and if we're here enough weeks, then you'll have several of them you can put together and make a little I was home from school book. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm going to start by practicing my E. Got my smiley face down. I'm going to go straight down. And then remember, if I'm left-handed, I like to go this way. But we're going to go this way today. We're going to do the right-handed way. From the line out, from the line out, from the line out. And then we're going to practice our out and all the way around lowercase e. When you feel you've done enough of them, when you feel you've done enough of them, I did not do that in the right order, and you have your perfect E ready, then you're going to take your index card, and you could do it on the lined one if you want. That's actually a good idea because then you can follow the straight lines, super straight, out, out, out. And then you can follow the straight line for this too, out and all the way around. I kind of like that. Or you could do it on the other side. Straight line, out, 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 and then out and all the way around. However you want to do it, or you can do it on both sides. Let's keep these while we're out of school, and maybe we can turn them into something fabulous as a return gift to your teachers when you see them again. So put this someplace safe, Mom and Dad, maybe display it on the refrigerator proudly. And I want to go back to our E list. Remember, I said, if you come up with a good word that starts with the letter E, to let me know in the comments. Well, I had a teacher friend of mine who told me that we used the word estimate when we were talking about the pens in the jar, and estimate begins with the letter E. So I'm going to add that to our E list. Now this is a very short list. I'm hoping next week we have a lot more words. Remember, if you see a word in your house and you want to add it, make a note in the comments and we'll add it to the list. So for E, we found egg, envelope, elephant, and estimate. And that was it. We're going to try and beat four words next week for sure. Hi, so right now we're going to be working on our letter. We've been writing to lots of family and friends, and today I'm betting you probably have a pet or a stuffed animal that is your very best friend at home. So today I decided to write to one of my stuffed animals. If you look here on the table, you'll see Freddie. This is Freddie the flamingo, and he's a cool friend of mine. And I figured I would just have fun writing him a letter. So let me start with, Dear Freddie, I love you. That's a good way to start a letter to a good friend. You are my favorite flamingo. That's saying something because you guys saw earlier this week, I have a lot of flamingos. I will keep you forever. And that's true. You are a good friend because when I tell you secrets, you always keep my secrets. That's a long sentence. You are a good friend because when I tell you secrets, you always keep my secrets. And that's it for this letter. I'm going to end it with, as usual, love, L-O-V-E, and my name. So now, of course, I have to draw an awesome flamingo. So let's see, I'll give him a head and a really cool beak. He's going to have a long neck because flamingos usually have a long neck. And I'm going to give him a puffy, feathery body. Now his legs just kind of like to hang out. He's not a big walker, so I'm just going to go like this. And I am ready to color my flamingo. Let's see. The tip of his beak is black, so I'll use my pen for that. His eyes are yellow and black. It looks like he has a little bit of white on him right there, and everything else is pink. So I'm going to have to color his whole body pink. This may take a while. And as usual, Miss Mary is going to say, no scribble scrabble. If you go outside the lines a little bit, that's okay, but try your hardest to make it neat and pretty. Oh, I see my flamingo toes are black too, so I'm going to have to go back with my black pen and do my flamingo toes. It looks like his toes, his legs are a little different color than his body, so I think I might use a different pen, which is good because this one's kind of losing its ink. I'll give it a rest while I grab another. I think I will use this for the legs. Use a colored pencil. You can mix them up. Crayons, colored pencils, pens, pencils, all kinds of stuff. And I need to go back and make his toes black because I remember his toes are black. Try and make it as close to your animal as you can, and I would love to see your pictures. So either send them to the ddisney2@yahoo.com or take a picture of them and send them. I don't know if you can add them. I don't think you can add them to the YouTube comments, but send them to my email and I'll make sure that I get a picture of them. Now, my flamingo has some feathers in there, so I'm going to stick some feathers on the inside. Those are kind of like his wings. I think I did a pretty good job with Freddie. I'll put his name here. Now, when you finish with this letter, read it to your pet or the stuffed animal that you wrote it to. So take the time to read it again. If you can't remember what some of the words are, I'm sure someone in your household will help you out. So I'm going to read this letter to Freddie. Dear Freddie, I love you. You are my favorite flamingo. I will keep you forever. You are a good friend because when I tell you secrets, you always keep my secrets. Love, Miss Mary. Well, it's story time now, and even though I know you already had Dr. Seuss recently, you had Dr. Seuss week, I have a classic here that I just wanted to read. It's The Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss. The sun did not shine. It was too wet to play, so we sat in the house all that cold, cold, wet day. I sat there with Sally. We sat there, we two, and I said, how I wish we had something to do. Too wet to go out and too cold to play ball, so we sat in the house. We did nothing at all. So all we could do was to sit, 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 sit. And we did not like it, not one little bit. And then something went bump. How that bump made us jump. We looked, then we saw him step in on the mat. We looked and we saw him, the cat in the hat. And he said to us, why do you sit there like that? I know it is wet, and the sun is not sunny, but we can have fun. Lots of good fun. That's funny. I know some good games we could play, said the cat. I know some new tricks, said the cat in the hat. A lot of good tricks. I will show them to you. Your mother will not mind at all if I do. Then Sally and I did not know what to say. Our mother was out of the house for the day. But our fish said, no, no, make that cat go away. Tell that Cat in the Hat you do not want to play. He should not be here. He should not be about. He should not be here when your mother is out. Now, have no fear, said the cat. My tricks are not bad, said the Cat in the Hat. Why, we can have lots of good fun if you wish, with a game that I call Up, Up, Up with a Fish. Put me down, said the fish. This is no fun at all. Put me down, said the fish. I do not wish to fall. Have no fear, said the cat. I will not let you fall. I will hold you up high as I stand on a ball, with a book on one hand and a cup on my hat. But that is not all I can do, said the cat. Oh, I think he's gonna fall. Look at me now, said the cat, with a cup and a cake on the top of my hat. I can hold up 2 books. I can hold up the fish and a little toy ship and some milk on a dish. And look, I can hop up and down on the ball, but that's not all. Oh no, that's not all. Oh, I'm sure he's gonna fall. I don't want to turn the page. Okay, we're just gonna stop here for the day. No, just kidding. I'll turn the page. Look at me, look at me, look at me now. It is fun to have fun, but you have to know how. I can hold up the cup and the milk and the cake. I can hold up these books and the fish on a rake. I can hold the toy ship and a little toy man. And look, with my tail, I can hold a red fan. I can fan with the fan as I hop on the ball, but that is not all. Oh no, that is not all. Oh my goodness, is he gonna do more? Oh no, I don't want to turn the page. I don't want to do it. Maybe I should just close the book and not turn the page because I'm afraid. Oh, all right, I'll turn the page, but it's not going to be good. Oh, that's what the cat said. And then he fell on his head. He came down with a bump from up there on the ball. And Sally and I, we saw all the things fall. And our fish came down too. He fell into a pot and he said, do I like this? Oh no, I do not. This is not a good game, said our fish as he lit. No, I do not like it, not one little bit. Now look what you did, said the fish to the cat. Now look at this house. Look at this. Look at that. You sank our toy ship, sank it deep in the cake. You shook up our house and you bent our new rake. You should not be here when our mother is not. You get out of this house, said the fish in the pot. But I like to be here. Oh, I like it a lot, said the Cat in the Hat to the fish in the pot. I will not go away. I do not wish to go. And so, said the Cat in the Hat, so, I will show you another good game that I know. And then he ran out. And then as fast as a fox, the Cat in the Hat came back with a box. A big red wood box. It was shut with a hook. Now look at this trick, said the cat. Take a look. Then he got up on top with the tip of his hat. I call this game Fun in a Box, said the cat. In this box are 2 things I will show to you now. I will take these 2 things, said the cat. You will like these 2 things, said the cat with a bow. I will pick up the hook. You will see something new. 2 things, and I call them Thing 1 and Thing 2. These things will not bite you. They want to have fun. Then out of the box came Thing 2 and Thing 1. And they ran to us fast. They said, how do you do? Would you like to shake hands with Thing 1 and Thing 2? And Sally and I did not know what to do. So we had to shake hands with Thing 1 and Thing 2. We shook their 2 hands, but our fish said, no. Those things should not be in this house. Make them go. They should not be here when your mother is not. Put them out, said the fish in the pot. Have no fear, little fish, said the Cat in the Hat. These things are good things. And he gave them a pat. They are tame, oh so tame. They have come here to play. They will give you some fun on this wet day. Now here's a game that they like, said the cat. They like to fly kites, said the cat in the hat. No, not in the house, said the fish in the pot. They should not fly kites in a house. They should not. Oh, the things they will bump. Oh, the things they will hit. Oh, I do not like it, not one little bit. And Sally and I saw them run down the hall. We saw those two things bump their kites on the wall. Bump, thump, thump, bump. Down the hall, down the wall, in the hall. Thing 2 and thing 1, they ran up, they ran down. On the string of one kite, we saw Mother's new gown. Her gown with the dots that are pink, white, and red. Then we saw one kite bump on the head of her bed. And those things ran about with big bumps, jumps, and kicks, and with hops and big thumps and all kinds of bad tricks. And I said, I do not like the way that they play. If Mother could see this, oh, what would she say? Why don't you ask your mom? What would your mom say if you had thing 1 and thing 2 in your house? Then our fish said, look, look. And our fish shook with fear. Your mother is on her way home. Do you hear? Oh, what will she do to us? What will she say? Oh, she will not like it to find us this way. So do something fast, said the fish. Do you hear? I saw her. Your mother is near. So as fast as you can, think of something to do. You will have to get rid of thing 1 and thing 2. So as fast as I could, I went after my net, and I said, with my net, I can get them, I bet. I bet with my net, I can get those things yet. Then I let down my net. It came down with a plop, and I had them. At last, those two things had to stop. Then I said to the cat, now you do as I say. You pack up those things, and you take them away. Oh dear, said the cat. You did not like our game. Oh dear. What a shame. What a shame. What a shame. Then he shut up the things in the box with the hook, and the cat went away with a sad kind of look. That is good, said the fish. He has gone away, yes, but your mother will come and she'll find this big mess. And this mess is so big and so deep and so tall, we cannot pick it up. There is no way at all. And then, who was back in the house? Why, the cat. Have no fear of this mess, said the cat in the hat. I always pick up all my playthings, and so I will show you another good trick that I know. Then we saw him pick up all the things that were down. He picked up the cake and the rake and the gown and the milk and the strings and the books and the dish and the fan and the cup and the ship and the fish, and he put them all away. Then he said, that is that. And then he was gone with the tip of his hat. Then our mother came in, and she said to us too, did you have any fun? Tell me. What did you do? And Sally and I did not know what to say. Should we tell her the things that went on that day? Should we tell her about it? Now what should we do? Well, what would you do if your mother asked you? Wow. What would you tell your mom? Would you tell her the truth of everything? Even that your fish can talk? I don't know that she'd believe you, especially since the house looks so nice. What would you do? Well, now it's time for our math practice. We're going to work on our number 7. First, we're going to write it, and then we're going to do a fun activity with it. So look down on our paper. Remember, our 7 starts at the happy face. We go out, and then we go down at a diagonal. And remember that this leg must be longer than the top. We're going to do a couple 7s. I got a nice row of 7s. Oh, I ran out of space. I can go to another line. Let's see if you can do a whole page of 7s. Try to make them all about the same size. Wow, this fills up pretty quickly. 7 can be a fast number to draw. I'm almost done. Well, I got about half the page done. See if you can do some more 7s. Now, today we're going to do something fun with the 7s. Moms, dads, older brothers, older sisters, I would like you to draw a 7 if you can, in bubbles like this, just so that they have a space to work. And then you're going to find something around the house that they can fill this in with. So I'm going to grab a bottle of glue, and my cameraman has just handed me some breakfast cereal. You can use rice. You can use anything you have around the house. You can even use dog kibble. Since the dogs are barking, I think they're telling me they'd like me to use kibble, but today I'm going to use cereal. So you're going to go back into your 7 that you drew, and the kids can either do it one at a time, or you can just go put a huge amount of glue in, which is what I'm going to do, and spread it around so that it covers the whole inside. They can either do dot, dot, not a lot, and do one thing at a time, or they can do a small area of glue at a time, whatever, the whole thing, it's up to you. So then they're going to take and they're going to position different things inside of the 7. This week I think it's going to be cereal. This is a good activity for them to do, but make sure that before they do it that their hand is clear of glue, because you know there's going to be some nibbling. Probably shouldn't do that, but anyway, they're going to fill up their 7. Try to have them do it one at a time, because this, once again, is working those hand muscles and is focusing their concentration. Now, I'm not going to sit here, guys, and do every single one. I already have one that's finished, so you can see that it will get completely full. Just a fun activity. Try to do different things with the numbers. In school, the kids will do the number 7 for they'll do the number 7 for a whole month. So we'll try to come up with different activities with the number 7 for them for, I think we're on maybe one more week, maybe a little more. But we'll do it just like we do in school, and come April, we'll start with the number 8. Well, that's it. All right, so for this next section, I'm standing in my hallway. It's kind of dark, so maybe the lighting isn't really good on the video, but it's this part of the video that we like to do some kind of art or some kind of science or some kind of PE. And so for today, I've decided to do some hallway bowling. You're going to need a ball. You can use a soft squishy ball, or you can use a tennis ball, as long as they know they're not throwing things at the pictures on the wall. I used a blanket for the starting line, and for the last couple days I've been asking family members not to squish their cans that we recycle, so I rinsed out a bunch of soda cans. I did use a water bottle, and water bottles will probably be your best bet, but I didn't have 10 of them for this video, so there's only one. So if you look down the hallway, you will see that there are 10 bottles lined up just like a bowling alley in the pattern of 4 in the back, 3, 2, and 1. And you're going to need a piece of paper for this too. Can you pause it? So I said you're going to need a piece of paper, and that's because you're going to be keeping track of the game. If you look over here, I have a piece of paper taped up to a picture frame, and I have my name and my son's name, and we're going to keep track of how many cans or water bottles we knock over. You can make this first person to knock down 10, first person to knock down 20, however high you want the number to go, wins the game. Or the first person who gets to that number doesn't have to set up the pins for the next game, or just, you know, any kind of prize. So I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to start to bowl. We'll see how many I get. In between each one, have the kids count how many went down, or count how many stayed up, and subtract that from 10 for the older kids, and then have fun with it. Here I go. Well, when you bowl, you usually get 2 turns, and I only knocked down 2 this time. So I'm going to take my ball and try again. Well, okay, here we go. I'm going to try it again. Oh, no. Well, I'm going to count this one as knocked over because it hit the back. So my total score is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to come over here and write down that I knocked down 4. And I'm going to do it as a tally. You can do it as numbers too, and then add them up later. I'm going to reset them up, and then it's going to be my son's turn to bowl. So give me just a moment. So now it's my son's turn to bowl. And he gets a second chance, so he's going to go get the ball and try again. Wow, I think he did a little better than me. He's going to go down and count how many he knocked over. And he's going to record it as a tally on the score sheet. So it looks like he has 7 and I have 4. Adam's ahead. If we were playing to whoever got 10 or 20 or 31st, we would just reset up and keep this going. Have some fun with indoor bowling, guys. Well, this is the last section of our video for the first week at home. And the website I'm going to suggest today is pbskids.org. Excellent one I'm sure you're already familiar with. But if you're not, take a moment to go check it out. It's going to remind you of all kinds of shows that you can watch. And I'm hoping there's some extras since kids are home. Once again, thank you for being with me my first week home. It's been challenging for me as well. As a substitute teacher, I already had jobs and they're gone. But I work with your kids a lot, and it's given me joy to know that I could come to the camera every morning and film another episode for them. I look forward to next week. Thank you.